Oh, I hope you guys can hear me, because I saw some people saying the stream already took a crap. In the chat, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what's going on. Yeah? Alright. Alright, okay. We're good. Oh, how's everybody doing? I got a new camera. I don't know if I'm liking it yet. I feel like the color is like slightly off from what I normally have it. I don't know if I'm stoked on it yet, but we'll find out. We got time to play around. Thank you guys for being here. I'm sorry I'm a little late. We had a long night last night. Not just with Ingrid. We had some really severe weather here in Nashville, and we were kind of up keeping an eye on that. We had like historic levels of rainfall. Like a lot of the city is flooded right now. Our dogs were going crazy, and Ingrid slept decently last night, which means now she's just awake and crazy. Yeah, for anybody that didn't see the announcement, yes, Ingrid is our daughter's name. She joined us on March 13th at 9:27 p.m. After Claire went through about 20 hours of labor or so. It was wild, man. It was an experience. We had to go to the hospital at about midnight on a Friday night, Saturday morning. Then Claire went through about 20 hours of labor. Ingrid was born at 9:27 p.m. and then we had to stay. We had to stay in the hospital for a few days so Claire could recover, keep an eye on Ingrid. And ever since we've got home, we've been averaging about 2 hours of sleep a day. But it's great, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I told all of our friends on Discord, like, there are some frustrating moments. It's very tiring, but it is awesome. I absolutely love it. We are so happy. So to celebrate, I apologize because I can't pronounce this at all. Caleb, thank you very much for the super chat. Not necessary, but I very much appreciate it. So to celebrate, to all my Dutch friends that are here, you're going to have to like correct in the chat. I have no idea how to pronounce this in Dutch, but we're going to celebrate with this little Dutch treat. I don't know if my camera can see that. Probably not because the light's terrible, but some of our friends on Discord sent me this nice traditional Dutch treat that I made for when newborns arrive. Pretty good. There it is. There we go. We got some people there that know what it is. I love them. Mitch, yes, I did talk to Herc somewhat recently, very quickly. Yeah, Claire and I made like a bunch of these the other day, and we're just smashing them. They are so good. And now I've got some in my beard. Oh well. We'll come back to those. I can, if I had to take a guess on how to pronounce it. It's probably gonna sound more French than it should. Beschwit me muses. It's probably terrible. I have too many languages that I have to I have too many languages I need to learn now. Yeah, Mr. B, I know what you're saying. Like, I think it's just the camera settings. It's a brand new camera. I've only used it like once. Eve, thank you very much for the super chat. Yeah, I'm not good. I started learning Finnish, and then I got busy and stopped after like 10 lessons. So, Rolling Metal asks, what is my beard care routine? Let's talk about that. So every time I take a shower, I wash it and condition it. White Wolf, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Spectrum, it's actually funny you say that because I know how to do that and I don't even drink anymore. So my beard care routine, every time I take a shower, I wash and condition. I use Suavecito beard wash and beard conditioner. And then I let it dry. And then later I put beard oil in it. And I have like this, it's not a straightener, it's just like a heated brush that I just kind of brush it out. That's it. Edojan, thank you. Oh, I'm probably mispronouncing your name every time I say it, by the way. Sorry. Please correct me. I'm an asshole. By the way, fantastic artist. They are. Have drawn some cool sketches of Chase and I and made a nice one of me, Claire, and Ingrid, and very cool. Oh yeah, good idea. I should have just copy and pasted it into Google Translate. Have I tried Danish pastries? I don't know, maybe. Yes, I do know how to do that in a couple as well. I'm rusty in some other languages, but we regularly on tour would go to Mexico for shows. So I know how to, you know, uno más cerveza, one more beer. Donde está el baño? Where's the bathroom? That's all you need to know. I use Suavecito Beard Oil. I use Suavecito for everything. Like, I love their products. I love those guys. I'm very loyal to the things I like. Like, Violent Gentleman for my clothing, Suavecito for my beard oil. And by the way, thank you to everybody that is sending congratulations. It is a fantastic feeling being a parent. So, I see the question, how come you chose a Nordic name? So, I really liked the name Ingrid before we even started talking about names. And I never brought it up, and then one day randomly, I didn't think Claire would like it. And one day randomly, Claire brought it up. She was like, what do you think about Ingrid? And I was like, all right. So we started using it at home when we were talking about her just to see what we thought, and we loved it. So that was it. We actually had like some of our family members ask too. They're like, why a Scandinavian name? Because my family is mostly like Irish, Scottish, Welsh. We have a very Celtic background. And honestly, the simple answer is we like it. We like it, and it's got a good meaning behind it. So, good question. How are the dogs handling the new baby sister? When we first came home, so I came home from the hospital just for a couple hours early to give them like a blanket she was swaddled in so they could smell it. They smelled it a while and stuff like that. When we got home, the first week was rough. Not rough in the fact that they were like aggressive or weird or anything like that. Miss Catstaff, thank you very much for the super chat. They weren't like aggressive or weird. We weren't worried about them. They got jealous. Penny was really bad. Penny didn't eat for like 2 days, and she was really lethargic, and she was like, we were trying to give her attention. I think she was bummed that she wasn't the center of attention anymore. But she was over it. And Mowgli doesn't care. Every now and then he'll walk up and smell her when we're like holding her and feeding her, but other than that, he doesn't care. Do we have all the necessary baby things? I'm pretty sure. I mean, everything we've needed so far I've had at the house already. Gift the first diaper. Dude, I have changed so many diapers. Blair and I have been tag teaming it really well, man. Like, neither of us have, like, certain jobs we're doing. We just, if it needs to be done, we just do it. I've been trying to, like, cook and do the dishes and do laundry and clean as much as I can so she doesn't have to worry about any of that. But, dude, we're both changing tons of diapers, feeding bottles, all that stuff. Karen, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. Karen, I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you. Something I did want to talk about, and I saw... Oh, hold on really quick. What's the ETA on Ingrid listening to Nightwish? So, funny thing is, for anybody that's not prepared, sorry, I saw somebody say prepare, and I said that instead. For anybody that's not aware, there's a thing called Twinkle Twinkle Little Rock Star, and they make lullaby versions of a lot of rock and metal and other stuff. And I mean, they've got a lot of stuff, like really random things you wouldn't expect to have lullabies of. But they have an entire album of Nightwish lullabies. Claire and I turn that on every day. We sit in the nursery that's behind this wall, and there's like, I think it's like 8 or 9 Nightwish songs. Wits End, yes, we are past the meconium stage. That was bizarre. I won't talk about that on stream because I don't want to gross anybody out, but the first couple days of baby poops are interesting. There's actually a couple songs on that Nightwish thing. Emil, thank you very much. That super chat will probably pop up in a second. Very much appreciated. So there it is. Thank you again. There's a couple songs on the Nightwish Lullaby album that I haven't even heard the real songs yet. One of my favorites on there is Bye Bye Beautiful, and I've never heard the song yet. I've just heard the lullaby version of it, and it's great. I love it. But they've got like Nemo and I Wish I Had an Angel and Storytime. Storytime's kind of creepy as a lullaby, honestly. Everything is good here. Ingrid's healthy, Claire's healthy. We are great. Have I seen the video of Marco singing an acoustic version of Planet Caravan to Yuka's youngest? No, I haven't. Reactions to lullabies? I want to get her into Raffi. I don't know if anybody on here remembers Raffi. Raffi was a huge part of my childhood. Claire said she had never heard of Raffi. I don't know if Raffi was that big. Maybe it was just something that my mom just got into and I got into. There are Slayer lullabies. There are Sabaton lullabies. Metallica, Megadeth. I think they had Cannibal Corpse on there. No joke. Yes, people know Raffi. Thank you. Dude, I could still sing you every word to Baby Beluga. And Banana Phone. I did not see the ball last night. So, replay, my plan right now, I can't guarantee this yet because we're still trying to work out a schedule. But my next release is going to be the acoustic version of How's the Heart. But I actually want to do a video out of it, like a nice recorded thing where I can talk and stuff like that. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Sabaton needs to come back. There's some other things I want to do. Grandparents are proud, man. This is Claire's parents and my parents' first grandchild, so they are all very excited. So also on that list of metal lullabies, there are also bands that aren't like massively big. Well, depending on what your frame of reference is, but they have like Starset, Architects, A Day to Remember. There's a bunch of Tool on there, which is cool. There's so much stuff on there. We had a baby girl. Her name is Ingrid. She was born on March 13th. Nah, Enigma, I get what you're saying. So, thank you for that super chat. Oh, Dude, we'll just say JM. I did see that question. I wanted to get to that. So a lot of people have been asking me what I'm going to do about guitar teching and touring now that Ingrid's born. I did kind of want to address that because I don't want to, like, mislead anybody with my profession and stuff. But I am currently, like, officially retired from touring. Now, that's not to say I won't go back someday or maybe take one tour in the future or something like that. But in terms of my full-time guitar tech job that I've had for the past however many years, I'm done. I've already talked to the artist I work for, Dustin. I've told him, I'm just like, listen, I've been touring for 14 years, man. I've missed so much stuff in my life. Funerals, weddings. I mean, you name it. I'm not missing this. I'm not missing raising a kid. So, as of right now, I'm still going to work on stuff at home. I've talked to some other artists in Nashville about working on their guitars whenever they need it and stuff like that. But in terms of going on the road and touring, I'm done. I want to raise my kid. Our kid. So, that means YouTube and Twitch is currently my full-time job. Which is crazy. Kanga, thank you very much for the super chat. So that's what's crazy, man, is like YouTube and Twitch is now my full-time profession, which means I need to stay on top of this because, you know, the income from this is from ad revenue and you guys and stuff like that. So you guys know me. I'm not going to sit here and beg you guys to do donations. I'm probably going to turn super chats off in the future, honestly. It helps a ton. YouTube does take a big percentage of them. Like, the best way to support is like just PayPal or Patreon and stuff like that. But like, just know that now more than ever, whenever you guys contribute to this channel, it helps more than you will ever know, because this is our full-time thing. And we're going to try and get some more merch up. Like, Claire's been doing like graphic designing stuff, and we plan on putting some stuff on like the store and stuff like that. My dad actually, Pepperoni, it's funny because you brought up EV1, because my dad was like, I'm shocked you guys didn't name her Evie or like Eve. I thought you were going to because of the EV1. I was like, come on. Adrian, thank you very much for being here. Go enjoy Formula One. Claire is not going back to work. So Claire's situation is interesting because for the last however many years she was a dance teacher. She's been a dancer her whole life, and she teaches kids and adults and stuff like that. She had back surgery a couple years ago, then the pandemic happened and all this, and then she started doing her weaving and her tapestries and stuff like that. So that's kind of become her full-time thing. So the nice thing about what's going on with both of us at home right now is that she can do all of her weaving, like all of her looming and her tapestries and stuff at home. I can do all of this at home. So basically we work for ourselves right now. And, you know, we're not exceeding luxury by any means here. Like, you know, well, we're making enough to like pay our bills, and that's all I could ever ask for. But it's interesting. It's an interesting change of pace, but we like it, man. We really do. Will I pass my experience of tour tech to future generations? I mean, yeah. I mean, whatever Ingrid, if Ingrid, I wouldn't suggest Ingrid becomes a roadie, but if she wants to, I will. What would I do if Nightwish called me to Crewish? It depends. Obviously, I'd want to do it, but it all depends, man. Like I said, I'm getting off the road for a reason. If it was like a quick, like if they came to the US for a few shows and asked me to, like, I would do that. But if they're like, we're going on a 5-month world tour, nope. I want to stay home with Claire and my kid. What's the best thing about being a new dad? Just the little moments that Claire and I have with Ingrid, like when we're just sitting and like she falls asleep in our arms or something and she makes like funny little smiles or noises. Like, it's wild to just be like, we made that. Oh, I would love to put Ingrid on some ice skates. I don't know at what age we should do that. Claire does have a store on Etsy. I should post that one of these days. Actually, if anybody's interested in Claire's weaving and all that stuff, let me just double check that I have the handle right. I'm gonna drop a link down here, or actually, So in the chat, I just put the handle for Claire's Instagram account where you can see all of her weaving and stuff. It's called Nashty Threads. Nashty, Nashville, play on that. Go check it out, man. She does a lot of weaving and tapestries on different size looms, and she does a lot of other stuff too. She's phenomenally talented. She's good at painting stuff. She's good at drawing stuff. Christian, I did not see that yet. I have been so busy. I haven't seen anything. I haven't done anything, man. I streamed on Twitch yesterday for 2 hours, and that's the most I've played video games in like 2 weeks or done anything like that. Patrick, thank you very much. Yeah, Green Frog, every now and then we joke that she sounds like a guinea pig. It's so funny. Oh, Marika. Marika found the Etsy shop. I feel like I should have known that off the top of my head, so you guys can check that out. Yeah, Glenn, I'm aware that, like, if they called me for that and were like, hey, would you like to come out and work for us for those shows? I would do that. Alex, absolutely. Claire and I want to do a lot. Like, we definitely want to travel to Europe more than anywhere. I would love to do that, Arthur. Do reviews on stuff like that. What's my favorite Nightwish song? Nemo, hands down, without an argument. And it's interesting when you talk about favorite songs because I can't explain to you why that's my favorite. I don't necessarily think it's a better song than other ones. It's just my personal favorite. There's something about the musical structure of it and everything that I just absolutely love. Every time it comes on, it's my favorite. Family Vakken trip would be insane. Oh, Hazel, yeah, that's probably a good point. I got dad brain going on. I can't think about any, like, oh. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool. Maybe someday I can start doing some YouTube stuff where I can do, like, walkthroughs, and anybody that wants to learn, like, technical stuff about guitars, I can share my knowledge. I Want My Tears Back is a close second. I Want My Tears Back was my favorite Nightwish song until I heard Nemo. My favorite Sabaton song? There's some close ones in here. Honestly, I think my favorite Sabaton song right now out of everything I've heard is Attack of the Dead Men. And reason being is because it's such an interesting song. It gets me fired up. It's got a good cadence to it. 40 to 1's close to up there for sure. Swedish Pagans is up there. I know, yeah, like, people say that Joachim hates that song, but Nightwish concert stream is in May, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually glad it moved, because it would have been like right when Ingrid was born, and I probably wouldn't have seen it. I have not heard Stradivarius yet, but I've seen that name a lot. Alex asked, do I like beer, and if so, do you have a P.O. box? So, I used to love beer. I don't drink anymore. I'm sober. And no, I don't have a P.O. box. But yeah, I used to drink a lot of beer back in the day. That was one of my favorite things about traveling Europe, was trying different beers and stuff. Like, been to Oktoberfest in Munich. Trying Guinness for the first time in Ireland ruined me from ever drinking it in the States again. Sarah, thank you very much. Umbra asks, do I like hardcore / rap metal? Yes, I do. I like a lot of hardcore. Some of my favorite bands that I guess you could throw into that rap metal style too. I like hardcore punk. Stuff like Comeback Kid. Stray from the Path. Like, I like that kind of sound. But I also grew up on like East Coast hardcore, like Hatebreed and stuff like that. Throwdown, Terror. I like a lot of that stuff. Yeah, then maybe that's what I should do, man. Maybe I should start a series where I just start at basics and just anybody that wants to learn how to work on guitars or be a tech, I can do that. I'm going to have to get a P.O. box if U2 is my job. Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, I've been to Germany a lot. Actually, I think I've been to more cities in Germany than any other European country. I think I've hit... Jack's Creek, the answer to your question is yes. Love Orbit, dude. Oh my god. Hold on. So, Orbit Culture, I absolutely love right now. One of my favorites. Morgan says Head PE. Dude, I used to rock Head PE so much. I actually saw Head PE open for Mudvayne when I was like 12 years old. How do I feel about acapella groups, and would you ever react to one? I find them interesting and I like them. Now, the problem with acapella groups for somebody like me is while it would be entertaining, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I can't talk about vocals. I can only talk about instruments and gear and stuff. So, yeah, I've seen Home Free a few times. They've played at the Grand Ole Opry here in Nashville when we've been doing shows there. Danny, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I would do a Nemo bass cover in the future. The problem is it's a really simple song. I don't know if it would be entertaining to watch. Yeah, I used to love POD back in the day. I've done a couple tours with them too. They're actually really, really nice guys. Joel, thank you very much. Any interest in checking out more Devin Townsend? So the problem with that is that Devin Townsend is one of my favorite musicians ever, and I've pretty much heard everything he's ever done. So, any more Gojira coming soon? Yeah, I definitely need to do, I think it was Flying Whales, maybe. Whatever was in my last Try Not to Headbang challenge, when that song came on, I was like, holy hell. Came home from touring Europe to Chicago and ordered an old style. Oh, man. Dude, touring Europe and drinking beer over there ruined me from, like, drinking beer in the U.S. for... What was my favorite city in Germany? Ooh. For the historical aspect of it, I mean, I spent so much time walking around Berlin, and it was wild. Let's see here. So I'm trying to think all the cities I've been to. I've been to Munich... Hamburg, fuck, I've been to like 6 or 7 cities in Germany, but I can't remember exactly which ones. It's been about 6 years. Oh, Cologne. I liked that city a lot, actually. Which version of Nemo do you like better? Floritarias, come on. Man... I swear to God, I'm not just trying to be, like, indifferent right now, but I really do like both of them. I wouldn't be disappointed if either came on. I've probably listened to Floor's version more, but I also really like Tarja's version of it. Gojira did release a music video recently. Alright, before we get into, real quick, before we get into, like, reaction suggestions... Just know that mentally and time-wise, like, I kind of don't want to think about that right now. Just because I don't even know when I'm going to be able to get videos up. It's just, I plan on doing a couple this week if I have the time to do it. But I'm so out of the loop right now, I don't even know, like, what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, I could do Devin on a nostalgia reaction. I'll probably do Strapping Young Lad for one of my rewinds. I'm definitely going to see Ginger when they're in Nashville. I had tickets to see him in May, but it got moved to December. I just saw their new touring schedule. And I got my first vaccination, so hopefully if vaccinations keep rolling out by then, concerts will be a go. Valerie says, have you heard the Strapping Young Lad style version of Truth on the Syncastra bonus TV? No, I haven't. I've seen most of Devin's quarantine shows. I have not listened to Alice Cooper's new album yet. Pagan metal from Finland. Okay. So, Dave, I plan on trying to get a few reactions out a week. Like I said, our daughter is only 15 days old, and I'm kind of like living on her schedule right now, so I don't even know what I'm going to be able to do. There's probably going to be a lot more when time allows it, like when she takes a nap and her and Claire are sleeping, I'll jump on Twitch. So if you guys aren't following me on Twitch, you can go to twitch.tv/TankTheTech. I'll be on there a lot as well. How about Germany's neighbor, the Netherlands? I've been to the Netherlands quite a few times. Actually, every time I've flown into Europe. Oh, Edward, thank you very much for the super chat, man. Much appreciated. I think every time I've flown to Europe, we've flown into Netherlands. We've flown in Amsterdam. So, here's the thing. Oh, Hazel, the big beers in the U.S., this is personally my opinion, and again, I haven't drank in 4 years, so the big name beers in the U.S., like Budweiser, Miller, all that stuff, they're terrible. They're absolutely terrible. But there are some phenomenal breweries in the U.S. that make really good beers. But all the popular stuff you see at our grocery stores and stuff, like it's a Budweiser, Bud Light, Miller, Miller Light, Miller High Life, Busch, Busch Light. Like, I think it's ass. I think it's terrible. Kabuki, that's actually a really good point. That's kind of why I started doing the Rewind series. Oh, Tim Ackerman's version of Nemo. I forgot he did that. I need to check that out because I really, really like that song. Skillet's touring again. I mean, a lot of people are going to be touring again soon, hopefully. Oh, that's awesome, Edward. Yeah, I need to. I saw in the comments. I saw a couple people bring up me and Chase on Floor's comments on there. I appreciate that. That was cool. I have never been anywhere in Scandinavia. So I've been to the UK quite a few times, and I've been to a handful of countries in Europe, but I've never been to any of the Scandinavian countries. I've never been to like far Eastern Europe. All the tours that we go over there, it's mainly the UK and then like the big countries just across the water. So we do like France, Germany, Netherlands, sometimes Poland, sometimes Spain, stuff like that. But any interest in new Evanescence material? So it's no secret, I've said this before, I just personally don't like Evanescence, but in the interest of being fair, I would listen to their new stuff. Where's the Ginger show in Toronto, Des? Yeah, Valerie, send me that link, please. Marika, thank you for posting the link to Twitch. Yeah, so like I said earlier in the stream, I'm not going back out on tour because I want to stay here with Claire and Ingrid, but last time I talked to Dustin, they were saying they're going to start doing like rehearsals in May, and hopefully the country industry is hoping to be doing shows by June in the US. Don't Twitch streams go away? Yes, they do. By the way, so I have a question for you guys, because I don't know if anybody's interested in gaming or just listening to me talk or whatever, but if I took my Twitch videos, like the streams once they're done, and like made a playlist on my YouTube where you could go watch old Twitch streams, would any of you guys be into that? Would you go back and watch those? I know some people do that. I just haven't yet. I was curious if people would be into that. I have not heard of the band Clawfinger. That's the first time. I have slow mode on and I'm still getting behind. I'm still getting behind in this chat. Sorry. Lori says piss beer. Yeah, pretty much. That's what our beer is in the US. Before I stopped drinking, did I ever try mead? I don't remember. Yeah, if I was Jeremy, if I was going with any like I was a big stout and IPA drinker, but if I was going with different stuff like that, Sam Adams and Yingling were a couple of my favorites too. Kevin says Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. That is so good. Kevin Martin said that. You don't happen to be my uncle, Kevin, are you? I have tried Innis and Gun. Like I said before, I don't drink anymore, and I can confidently say I never will again. That's just me personally. But yeah, like I said, I loved trying different beers and alcohols and stuff when I was touring in other parts of the world. My go-to for coffee, so I have 2 bags of coffee at my house. If I'm feeling lazy and I don't feel like grinding anything or doing anything like that, I just make a pot of Dunkin' Donuts black coffee. But my favorite coffee brand is Thunder King, based out of Southern California. I get their like whole beans in like 2-pound bags and just have them sent here. That's my favorite coffee. Also, thank you on the congratulations. Where in Poland were we? Where did we go? Hold on. I think we were in... No, where were we? I can't remember. That's been years too. I'm trying to think off the top of my head right now. I have a map in my room with like, in our bedroom with like pins on a world map of everywhere I've been. I'll have to look. So, you know, one of the reasons I don't drink anymore is because I have a lot of those moments of I don't remember. So, I'm kind of all over the place, Sir Lunatic. We do a lot of Fall Guys when we're playing competitive. We do a lot of Rocket League. I like to play Destiny a lot. We have a Valheim server on our Discord. I need to get back onto that. Oh, Daniel, thank you, man. Ginger is playing Phoenix Concert Theater November. Nice. Yeah, I just might make a Twitch archive on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know if I want to make a second YouTube channel. I might make a separate playlist that's just Twitch archive and people can just go to that. Yes, Mrs. Mayo, there are a lot of good craft beers in the US. Yeah, our Twitch chats are fun, man. It's a good community on there. Yesterday was a blast just talking to everybody. We have a lot of commands going on where people can like bet on games and gamble. Yeah, I think we were in Warsaw, but I think I would have remembered that. I sound mad. Am I good? I'm fine. I don't know why I sound mad. Leah, thank you on the congrats. If I sound mad, I apologize. I'm not. I'm in a great mood. I'm loving life right now. Oh, Nella's in Valheim as well. Nella, you finally got your computer? Umbra, that's kind of what I want to, like, get to, where I'm just doing random genres and stuff all the time. We've been doing, I don't know if I would count it as a horror game, but we do Phasmophobia from time to time, and it's pretty ridiculous. Dr. Scruff, thank you. Skeff, I don't know why I added an R in there. Thank you very much. Oh, that is true. A separate channel for... I already have a Twitch channel called, like, Games with Tank or something, where I literally... like, years ago, like, 2013, I wanted to start a video gaming channel. And I actually have a second YouTube channel already. It's already set up and ready to go. I've just never used it. Nice, Brandon. I saw that they're playing at that, where are they playing? The Miller Theater or something like that? Jeez. Culty asks, am I going to jump over to Twitch after this? That depends. Once I'm finished here, I'm going to go check on Claire and Ingrid and see how they're doing. If they're napping, I'll probably jump on Twitch. Yeah, I'm still following the Hawks. We had a bad loss to the Preds last night. Living in Nashville, all my friends always give me shit when the Preds beat the Hawks because they know I'm a Hawks fan. We haven't taken her anywhere except for the pediatrician, but I've definitely already got to the point where, like, we, like, bounce with her a lot. She really likes that. Or we tap a lot so we get a little body movement going. And I've noticed, like, even when I'm sitting already, I'll be, like, kind of going like this. And I'm not even holding her. Nicholas, thank you very much for that super chat. Much appreciated. Miller High Life Theater. I was a Flyers fan for a moment last year, only because I had a buddy that was playing on the team. I have a couple friends that actually play in the NHL that I follow them because I like them, even if I don't like their teams. That friend that was in Philly is now on the Jets, so I've been kind of following the Winnipeg Jets this year as well. Marco, thank you very much. Days of Jupiter. Okay. Michael, thank you on the congrats. Dealer, thank you on the congrats. Dave, I know somebody did already, but just because you asked, I'll just throw it in again. I just dropped a link to Twitch in the chat, if anybody wants to join. El Jimmo, thank you very much. So that same friend was also on the Habs at one point too, so... Sebastian, we're doing very, very well. Thank you. Phil, thank you very much. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. going forward, I've been kind of conflicted. Like, this just seems like peddly to me, and you know, I hate like asking and talking about it, but I've been thinking about turning the super chats on YouTube off. And if you guys do want to donate or anything like that, you can do it on Twitch or PayPal or something, because YouTube does take a pretty large amount. And I know a lot of people have said they don't like super chats because they want to know that the money that they're contributing to the channel goes to like Claire and myself, not YouTube. Do I try and avoid Nightwish songs I haven't reacted to yet? Yes, I still do. Seriously. I avoid a lot of music I haven't heard yet because I figure it might make good content. So yeah, the trip around the world reactions. Erling, thank you very much. Good to see you here as well. Going back to work full time. Dude, I'm so happy to hear that, man. I'm glad you made it out of the woods with the COVID scare. So the trip around the world reactions was basically every week. I just wanted to randomly, there's a website that Max sent me that does like a random country generator. And I just want to randomly generate a country like a week ahead of time, post about it in the community and say, hey, if you have any suggestions of bands from this country that I've never heard of, tell me. And I'll check a band out from that country that I've never heard of. We'll probably get some interesting stuff in there. I have not heard of Sonata. Yeah, Sage just said, so YouTube takes 30% of everything. It's a lot. It really is. So going forward, I may just turn off super chats. I know people like to do it because their name pops up and all that stuff, but it's, you know, Twitch, the reason I like Twitch is because 100% of the actual donations go to the streamers rather than on here. YouTube takes a huge processing fee. No, it's not Kevin Hayes. Nate Thompson. Oh, Jay, a Bees fan in St. Louis. Yeah, so the lucky thing is there's a lot of Chicago transplants in Nashville. So there are quite a few Blackhawks fans. Ko-fi. I don't know what that is, or Ko-fi. Well, that's the thing with PayPal and Twitch, it's 100% too. Right, Daft? I mean, they, even the ad revenue on here that we make, they get a huge chunk of that. Francois, thank you very, very much. I'm glad you like Ghost Kid. Speaking of, I was actually talking to Ghost Kid, Sebastian, yesterday. We've got something we're trying to plan for the future that I'm going to be working on him with. So, keep on a lookout for that. Dude, I'm so hyped for the Nightwish virtual concert. It's going to be awesome. We got through the storms okay the last couple days. We had a tornado cell go south of us. We had massive hailstorms in Nashville. And last night, where we live, we avoided all the severe hail and wind, but we got insane amounts of rain. I don't know if I've ever heard it rain that hard for that long in my entire life. And the lightning storms around it were insane. Our dog, Mowgli, doesn't do good with storms. He had a horrible night. And I saw there was some nasty stuff in Birmingham, so I hope you made it through there okay. Also in St. Louis, but a blues fan. Oh, you might dig this. Let me see. I don't know where is it? Oh, here. I got this. So we did we did a show at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis shortly after the Blues won the Stanley Cup. And they gave us like commemorative pucks for the tour we were on. So I've got like a 2019 Stanley Cup Champions Blues puck. Maybe you think that was cool because you're a Blues fan. I have not listened to Brothers of Metal yet, but I plan on it. Logan is a Nash severe. Twitch takes 50% on subs, but they give 100% on donations and stuff like that. Honestly, if you want to support content creators, PayPal is the way to go because PayPal doesn't take anything. Patreon takes a percentage, Twitch takes a percentage of subs, YouTube takes a huge percentage. It's, you know, they give us the platform and they take the fees for what we bring in. Yeah, Hailstorm is based in Nashville now. That's crazy because years ago when I was in a band, I toured with them on one of their first tours ever. Tank Girl Violent Gentleman merch, maybe. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do some of the Sabaton songs that aren't military based. I know Metal Crew is one that I definitely need to do. Nah, I don't hate you for being a Red Wings fan. Maybe years ago I would have, but we're not even in the same conference anymore. Oh, wow. Well, this year, but you know what I mean. And Dylan Larkin also is like somewhat friend. I would say more of an acquaintance, but I've hung out with him quite a few times and I like him a lot. And him being a captain of the Red Wings, like, I'll support him. I think the Hawks are the only team Nate has not played for. Yeah, he's played for, I think, 8. I was hoping, dude, I was joking with him. I was like, dude, I hope you get sent to the Hawks. I was like, I will. We probably could have used him for the face-offs. He's great on the face-off. I will be continuing my Sabaton journey. I had just planned on taking a few-week break when Ingrid was born so that, you know, we could settle in and get used to her and stuff like that. But I plan on slowly starting to get content back in. Ingrid was born in Nashville, yes. Signature ESP EV1. Get back to work. Good to see you as well. Hockey question. Are you or not for fighting? I am all for fighting in the NHL. It's part of the game. It's like the people that argue against fighting and call it barbaric and stupid and stuff like that, they don't understand that it's not some macho thing that they just do. There's an actual, like, strategy behind fighting. And you can even ask the players, man. Without fighting, look at some of the leagues that don't allow fighting. Dude, the dirty hits and the amount of injuries they have are so much greater because without... In the NHL, if you take a dirty shot on a player, you're going to have to answer the bell from one of their teammates. You're going to have to. So the players can enforce themselves. They can kind of enforce the conduct of the game. And if you take fighting out of that, that's gone. I think you'll start to see a lot more dirty hits and a lot more runs at star players. And then their teammates can't protect them. I don't think I've ever heard of First to 11. Honestly, I hope to film How's the Heart, the acoustic version, in the next day or two and try and get that out this week. Oh, nice. Dude, Lizzie is... Everybody in Hailstorm are amazing people, man. They are so nice. Lizzie and her brother RJ were some of the nicest people I've ever toured with. They were so awesome. Any comments on the recent ref open mic incident? I think for anybody that watches hockey, that wasn't a surprise. I think that happens more than you would think. For multiple reasons. He happened to get caught on an open mic, and now they're making an example. Referees are supposed to not be biased, but there are also times where they'll throw out a penalty to make up for something else in the game, and that happens as well. So if there was a penalty that was called that they in hindsight didn't think should have been a penalty, they might later in the game call a penalty on the other team just to make up for it. So there's a lot that goes into that. I think it's stupid that he said that out loud. Jeff, thank you very much. Yeah, Lizzie's great, man. Flyers fan on the West Coast. Try being a we're kind of talking hockey now, yeah. Our conversation has gone to hockey. And I'm starting to think that Kevin Lankinen, our Finnish boy on the Hawks, I think he's going to be the real deal, man. I'm really liking him. Thoughts on Tampa being able to repeat? I mean, they're going to be in the playoffs for sure. Let's talk about that again once the playoffs start, because anything can happen once the playoffs start. But the crazy thing is with the schedule set up this year, man, all these guys are going to be so tired once playoffs start. I think they could do it. I don't think it'll happen, but I think there's a chance they could do it. Sleep in baby cloths, yep. Nina, welcome, all the way from Holland. Brian, thank you. Edward, I do like baseball. Not as much as I used to. Actually, this might be surprising for as much as I like hockey, but there was a period in my life where like baseball was my entire life. I went to college on a baseball scholarship. Like, that's all I wanted to do was play baseball. I played from the time I was T-ball when I was like 5 years old up until college. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, so I am a White Sox fan, not a Cubs fan. A hockey reaction channel. Dude, there's already so many good ones, like, I don't think my hockey knowledge isn't good enough. Like, I love hockey and I can talk hockey, but there's some guys I watch on YouTube that it's insane. The background music, I have no idea. It's just a player that's in Streamlabs. This is a song called Clash of Iron by an artist called Viking Guitar. It's just random generated metal music that's on a little playlist that I can throw in. October 2nd in LA for Nightwish. Yes. Yeah, my first Nightwish concert is going to be the virtual one. Have I heard about Finnish baseball? I don't know. Is Finnish baseball different? Andrew, we have not had any blowouts yet, but we've had some messy ones. I've also been peed on, pooped on multiple times. It happens. Fisk, we are doing very well. Yes, all the Cardinals fans can hate the Cubs too. I like it. See ya, Snoopy. Thank you for being here. Who's my favorite metal drummer? Ooh, it's an interesting question. I don't know. I haven't had puke in my beard yet. My favorite metal drummer. Fuck. That's a hard question. Greetings from Helsinki. Terve. Didn't roll that R hard enough. Gene Hoglan's up there for me, for sure. Thomas is awesome too. Dude, such a hard question. Gene Hogland is for sure up there. I'm really thinking about this one. Hi, Trinks. Kai. So the thing about Kai is, I mean, Kevin, all those drummers are phenomenal. The thing is, my brain was going to like exclusive metal drummer. I've watched like playthrough videos of Kai. I mean, yeah, he's a metal drummer, but dude, he can do it all. He's amazing. Tim Alexander from Primus is awesome. Lars, yeah, we're not even... I hope that's a joke. I have no idea who's going to replace Marco. Yuka or Kai? That's a hard question too, because both those drummers are so good and they each bring something different to the table. Like, Yuka's energy and the way he plays, I absolutely love. He's so animated and he puts so much effort and energy into it. Kai has more of a precision playing style to him, where Yuka is more animated and energetic. Lord Bezos, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to start a new series where I'm pulling random countries and we're going to just check out different stuff. Yeah, Mike Portnoy's great too. There's so many. I'm trying to think of like my personal favorites. Luke Holland, another killer drummer. An underrated one, in my opinion. Krim, Polish drummer. Insanely good. Mario from Gojira is amazing too. There's so many good musicians, man. It's so hard to pick. Ed Warby, another killer session drummer. It's so hard to pick these. Like, for me, I think I'm just going like personal favorites. Like, when I pick a favorite musician, I'm not necessarily picking them because I think they're better than everybody. It's just my personal favorites. Yeah, Vlad is unreal too. Scott from Unleash the Archers, I don't think gets enough credit for how good he is. So, oh, Mark, thank you. Violent Gentleman should do a TankTheTech reissue of shirts seen in the reactions. Oh, that'd be cool. Buddy Rich, yeah, I mean, that's... So, Jay Weinberg, that's interesting because I've always been a fan of Jay Weinberg when he was in other bands. And then when he joined Slipknot, I thought he was the wrong choice. I thought they should have went with Krim. That was my first gut instinct. Now that he's settled in and he's been in the band for a while, he's really owned it, man. Jay has done very well in Slipknot. Why am I blanking out? There's another drummer right now that I'm totally blanking out on a name. I'm just having a dad brain fart. Give me 1 second. Come on. Why can I not? Dude, I'm gonna feel so dumb once I like find the answer to this. Come on. Give me a second. George Colias is stupid good too. Of all the live concerts I've seen either in person or on YouTube, which performance is your favorite? Probably Nine Inch Nails. I saw them on the With Teeth tour in 2005 or 6, and it was unreal. And that's what I'm trying to think of right now. I'm just having a stupid brain fart. Whoever was the drummer on that tour. He's been a session drummer for everything. Like, he's done so much. Somebody's gonna get this. Yeah. Evgeny from Slaughter to Prevail also. Somebody help me out here. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna have to find this. I'm gonna get it here in a second. Nine Inch Nails discography, live albums, personnel. What the fuck? He's not listed on here. Josh Freese, thank you. God, yes, Josh Freese, one of my favorite drummers. That was just one of my brain fart dad moments. Josh Freese, for anybody that's not familiar, has been a session drummer on so many metal and rock albums and live and stuff like that. He's just an absolute animal. He's so good. Pamela, thank you very, very much. When live music returns, who are you looking forward to seeing the most? There's quite a few, because I'm going to try and see Ginger in Nashville. I want to see Nightwish. I want to see Sabaton. There's so many bands I want to see, man. It's so hard to pick. Did Shadow of Intent get a new drummer yet? I'm not sure. What in-ears do I use? I use JH Audio. These are JH7s. Claire and Ingrid are doing very well. Thank you for asking. I'm semi-familiar with Opeth. That's why I haven't done a reaction, but I might find like a live performance I haven't seen and do that. You Violent Gentleman do baby grows. I don't know exactly what you mean. Violent Gentleman does make baby onesies and stuff like that. So guys, I've been on here for over an hour, and this is usually kind of when I wrap it up on here. I need to get back to, sorry, I just realized I've been like shaking my leg again, and I'm shaking my entire camera and stuff. I need to get back to Claire and Ingrid, make sure they're all doing good. And if time permits, if I get to meet and chat with Tomas from Nightwish, what would you like to ask from him? Wow, I don't know. I don't know what I would ask him. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up just because I want to get back to Claire and Ingrid. Maybe take a quick nap. I don't know. We've probably got to feed her in a second if Claire isn't already. But I hope I can get some new reactions up and stuff like this. And like I said, I'm probably going to be jumping on Twitch a lot as well. And I know a lot of you don't like gaming, but sometimes we just sit and talk like this, and I interact with the chat a lot. So if you want to follow me on there, you know, I'm on there a lot too. But seriously, thank you guys for being here. This is always fun just to talk to everybody and see everybody and stuff like that. And the super chats, the donations on PayPal, again, not necessary. But now that I have stopped touring and I'm a full-time dad and YouTube and all this is my full-time thing, all of that helps more than you guys will ever know. So I thank you very much for it. But yeah, I think that's about it. I assume everybody here is already subscribed on YouTube and all that stuff. If you'd like, you can join Patreon. I plan on going into the future doing a lot more exclusive Patreon stuff. We have a private Valheim server for those of you that play Valheim in our Discord now. For it's linked to Patreon. So I'm going to jump off. Might be on Twitch later. Maybe. Not sure. But I will try and stay in touch with all you guys as much as possible. Thank you for spending an hour of your time with me. I cannot wait to do this again. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. I will see you all very soon.